Forget sci-fi. Everything you are about to see has already been announced, already photographed, already rolling off factory lines right now in 2026. A robot with human hands being manufactured by the millions. A driverless cab with zero steering wheel hitting city streets this year. A supercar that might literally fly using rocket thrusters. A satellite bigger than the rocket that launches it, carrying a data center into orbit. And at the very top of this list, the single project that merges artificial intelligence directly into every robot, every car, and every screen on the planet at the same time. You've heard the name Elon Musk 1,000 times. I promise you, you have not seen anything like what's coming. Join us and let's discover the most shocking inventions Elon Musk is unleashing on the world in 2026. Let's go.
Number 12. Tesla Dojo 3. Most people have never heard of Dojo, and that is exactly the problem. Because what Tesla is building inside its data centers right now is the engine that will train every self-driving car, every humanoid robot, and every autonomous system the company will ever produce. Dojo is Tesla's custom-built AI supercomputer, and in 2026, the third generation just came back from the dead. Here is the story. Tesla killed the original Dojo program in mid-2025 after Musk called the second generation an evolutionary dead end. The entire development team was dissolved, the project was shelved. Then, in January 2026, Musk restarted it because the AI-5 chip design had finally reached a stable state. And now, Tesla had the in-house silicon to build a supercomputer that doesn't depend on a single NVIDIA GPU. Dojo 3 will be the first Tesla supercomputer built entirely from Tesla's own chips. No external hardware, no dependency on any supplier. The architecture is staggering. Thousands of AI chips on single boards, all interconnected at a bandwidth that makes standard data center networking look like dial-up internet. To put the scale in perspective, Tesla's global vehicle fleet generates petabytes of driving data every single day. Dojo 3's entire purpose is to consume that data and turn it into intelligence, faster and cheaper than any system on Earth. Musk has also hinted that future versions using AI-7 chips will be designed specifically for space-based AI computing, eventually running in orbit. The racks are real, the chips are real, the factory building it is already under construction at Gigafactory, Texas.
There is a vehicle rolling off a production line in Austin, Texas right now that has no steering wheel, no brake pedal, no accelerator, no mirrors on the sides, nothing for a human driver, because it was never designed for one. The Tesla Cybercab is a two-seat autonomous electric vehicle built exclusively to be a robotaxi. Tesla confirmed in April 2026 that production had officially started, with the line designed to produce one Cybercab every 10 seconds, 4 times faster than a Model Y rolls out. That is not a typo. One vehicle every 10 seconds. The Cybercab charges wirelessly through inductive pads built into the ground. You park it over the spot and walk away. No plugs, no cables, no human intervention required at any step. Musk's stated cost per mile target is 20 cents. The average American drives about 15,000 miles a year. At 20 cents per mile, that is $3,000 annually for unlimited transportation, compared to the $10,000 to $12,000 that owning and running a car costs the average American today. The insurance industry, the parking industry, the gas station industry, the auto repair industry, all of them depend on you owning your own vehicle. Tesla is dismantling every single one of those assumptions simultaneously. Miami, Dallas, Phoenix, and Las Vegas are the next confirmed markets after the initial Texas rollout, and the Cybercab is only the smaller vehicle.
Only 1% of people know the dark truth behind what we are about to show you next. If you want to be part of the few who actually know what's happening in the world, subscribe and leave a like right now. Done? Look at this.
Number 10. Tesla Rovovan. If the Cybercab is the most disruptive two-seat vehicle ever built, the Tesla Rovovan is its terrifying older sibling.
Unveiled at Tesla's We Robot event in October 2024, the RovoVan is a fully autonomous electric van, capable of carrying up to 20 passengers, with no driver, no controls, and an interior that looks less like a vehicle and more like a moving lounge. The cabin features soft mood lighting, a clean minimalist design, and seating configured for groups, like a private shuttle that arrives when you call it and disappears when you're done. Tesla is targeting production at Gigafactory, Texas, with plans for 100,000 units annually by 2027. The use cases go far beyond ride-sharing. Airport transfers, school runs, hospital transport, last-mile delivery, elderly care. Every service that currently depends on a paid human driver sitting behind a wheel for 8 hours a day, the RovoVan replaces all of it. Tesla has one weapon no competitor can buy: a fully integrated ecosystem, from battery cell to AI chip to software update, all built in-house. No vendor, no dependency, no bottleneck. A fleet of RovoVans operating around the clock, 7 days a week, generates revenue every single hour without a salary, a break, or a sick day. Musk isn't building a taxi company. He's building a transportation machine.
Number 9. Tesla AI 5 chip and Terafab. On March 21, 2026, Elon Musk walked onto a stage in Austin, Texas, and announced the largest chip manufacturing project in the history of the United States. The project is called Terafab. It is a $25 billion joint venture between Tesla, SpaceX, and xAI. The location? Directly next to Gigafactory, Texas. And the stated goal is almost incomprehensible: 1 terawatt of computing output per year. To understand what 1 terawatt of compute means, the combined output of every advanced chip foundry currently operating on planet Earth represents roughly 2% of that number. 2%. Musk is building the other 98% himself. The first product out of Terafab is Tesla's AI 5 chip, the 5th-generation inference processor designed specifically for full self-driving, the Cybercab, and the Optimus humanoid robot. Tesla completed the final AI 5 chip design in April 2026. It is faster, more efficient, and purpose-built for exactly what Tesla's machines do, unlike the general-purpose chips from NVIDIA that every other AI company is desperately fighting over. By owning the chip, Tesla breaks free from the global semiconductor supply chain entirely. No waiting lists, no price surges, no dependency on TSMC or Samsung. The vast majority of Terafab's output will go to a second chip, called the D3, built specifically for one place: orbit.
In 2026, Tesla is deploying fully unsupervised autonomous driving across a quarter to half of the United States by year's end, according to Musk's own public statements. No safety driver, no human in the car at all. Tesla vehicles navigating real city streets with real pedestrians and real traffic completely on their own. The full self-driving software running this is version 13 and beyond, trained on billions of miles of real-world driving data collected from Tesla's global fleet, the largest real-world driving data set in existence. No other company has this, not Waymo, not Cruise, not anyone. Waymo, Google's robotaxi unit, uses detailed pre-mapped roads. It only works in cities where it has already built a precise digital map. Tesla uses cameras only and figures out everything else through neural networks trained on how actual humans drive. The approach works anywhere in the world without pre-mapping a single street. Tesla's Q1 2026 report confirmed that paid robotaxi miles nearly doubled quarter over quarter. And if you personally own a Tesla, this affects your wallet directly. Musk has confirmed that owners will be able to add their personal vehicle to the robotaxi fleet and earn money while they sleep. Your car sits in a parking lot all day doing nothing. Under this model, it's running passengers across town and depositing money into your account.
In the history of rockets, nothing has ever looked like Starship V3. The vehicle stands 124 meters tall. Its upgraded Raptor 3 engines produce more thrust per unit than anything previously launched. And in 2026, SpaceX is flying it for the first time. The maiden launch, designated IFT-12, is targeting a window in mid-2026, and the stakes extend far beyond a test flight. Starship V3 is the vehicle NASA has contracted to land American astronauts back on the Moon under the Artemis program, a crewed lunar landing now targeted for 2028. Before that happens, SpaceX must demonstrate in-orbit propellant transfer, refueling Starship in space, which requires more than 10 sequential tanker launches. V3 is the version designed to make that economically viable. The booster, Booster 19, is the first to feature the structural upgrades for faster turnaround and higher reuse rate. SpaceX already operates Falcon 9 like an airline schedule, launching dozens of times per year. The goal for Starship is identical: a fully reusable super heavy rocket that flies as routinely as a commercial airliner. When that happens, the cost of putting anything into orbit drops by an order of magnitude. Satellites, cargo, people. The price of reaching space collapses. And Musk has confirmed that Starship V3 is capable enough to carry something no rocket has ever carried before. Something revealed at the TerraFab event that made every space agency on Earth go silent.
The trucking industry moves 70% of all freight in the United States. It burns approximately 40 billion gallons of diesel per year, and it employs over 3.5 million drivers who spend their lives on interstate highways. Tesla is targeting all three of those numbers at once. The Tesla Semi Generation 2, codenamed Atlas internally, entered volume production in 2026 at a dedicated factory in Nevada. The refreshed design features a new Model Y stock, a refined exterior, and a charging speed of 1.2 megawatts, the fastest of any commercial vehicle on the planet, a full charge in under 30 minutes. Efficiency sits at 1.7 kilowatt-hours per mile, 15% better than the first generation, which translates directly to operating cost savings that no diesel truck can match. UPS and DHL are already confirmed fleet customers. The production target is 50,000 units per year once the Nevada facility hits full capacity by late 2026. But the long-term play is not just electric freight. Both semi-variants are explicitly described by Tesla as designed for autonomy. Fixed freight corridors between warehouses are in many ways an easier autonomy problem than urban robotaxi service. Less unpredictability, more controlled environments. Remove the driver from a vehicle that runs 22 hours a day, and the economics of shipping change more dramatically than any fuel savings alone could achieve.
Number 5. Tesla Solar Roof V3.5 and Powerwall 3. Most people think of Tesla as a car company, but walk into a neighborhood in California or Texas and you'll start seeing rooftops that look like normal slate or terracotta tiles and are actually generating electricity. Tesla's Solar Roof is a full roof replacement product where every tile is a solar panel disguised as standard building material. Version 3.5 is currently being tested on employee homes ahead of a broader 2026 commercial rollout. The new design includes 18 individual power zones, 3 times more than a conventional panel setup, meaning the roof generates electricity even when large sections of it are in shade. Paired with Powerwall 3, Tesla's home battery system, which crossed 1 million installations worldwide in 2025, the result is a home that generates its own power during the day, stores it in a wall-mounted battery pack, and runs entirely off that stored energy at night. No electricity bill, no utility company required. One homeowner in Florida made headlines after their solar roof and Powerwall setup started earning them $350 per month selling excess power back to the grid through Tesla's virtual power plant program. Tesla isn't just selling you a roof, it's selling you a personal power station, one that sits above your house, pays for itself over time, and makes you completely independent from an energy grid that has blackouts, price spikes, and no accountability.
9 years. That is how long reservation holders have been waiting for this car. And in 2026, the Tesla Roadster 2 is finally revealed, with specs that make every other vehicle on the planet look like a toy. 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds.
a top speed exceeding 250 miles per hour, a 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack delivering an estimated range of over 600 miles, a torque output of 10,000 Newton-meters across all 4 wheels, a figure so extreme it has no direct comparison in production car history. But here is the detail that makes this more than just a fast car. For years, Musk has teased a SpaceX package, a system that installs rocket thruster technology directly into the body of the Roadster to generate downforce, improve acceleration, and, he has said publicly, potentially allow the car to briefly leave the ground. He even said there will never be another car like this, if you could even call it a car. Tesla filed new trademark applications for the updated Roadster silhouette in February 2026. Musk confirmed the reveal at the Q1 2026 earnings call, describing it as next level and promising the production vehicle will be very different from what was shown previously. The Founder series, limited to 1,000 units, required a $250,000 deposit back in 2017. Those 1,000 people have been waiting almost a decade for a car that now promises to be the fastest, longest range, most technologically advanced production vehicle ever built.
At the TerraFab event in March 2026, after announcing the $25 billion chip factory, Musk revealed a second project that made the entire room go quiet. SpaceX is building data centers in space, not on Earth, in orbit. The plan uses the next generation of Starlink satellites, called V3, which are physically enormous. Musk showed an illustration of the AI-Sat Mini at the event. In the illustration, the satellite is shown to scale next to Starship V3, which stands 124 meters tall. The satellite is bigger. Each AI-Sat Mini provides 100 kilowatts of onboard power for AI processors, supplied entirely by solar panels extended in orbit where sunlight is constant, unfiltered by atmosphere, and available 24 hours a day. Musk's statement on why this makes sense is almost poetic in its logic. Increasing power on Earth becomes harder and more expensive over time. In space, it becomes cheaper and easier. A Starlink V3 satellite delivers up to 1 terabit per second of data capacity, 10 times more than the current V2 generation. 60 of these satellites fit on a single Starship launch. The orbital data center constellation doesn't just store and process data faster than anything on Earth. It is physically unreachable, legally ungovernable by any single nation, and powered for free by the sun. Every cloud computing company on the planet, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, has its servers in buildings on the ground. Musk is putting his in orbit.
Number 2. Optimus Robot version 3. Tesla is not just building a robot. Tesla is building an industry that has never existed before. In 2026, the first Optimus production line, designed for a capacity of 1 million robots per year, is being installed at Tesla's Fremont factory, in the exact space that used to build the Model S and Model X. A second line, designed for 10 million robots per year, is being prepared at Gigafactory, Texas. 10 million robots per year. The entire global automobile industry produces about 90 million vehicles annually. Musk is building infrastructure to produce Optimus at more than 1/10 of that scale, for a product with no manufacturing precedent anywhere on Earth. Optimus version 3 carries major upgrades. New hands, revealed in teaser images from Tesla China, appear strikingly human-like in proportion, with dexterity capable of handling fragile objects and manipulating small components with precision. The AI running Optimus is the same neural network architecture that powers Tesla's full self-driving system, now transferred to a body instead of a car. It learns from observation. It adapts to new environments. It does not need pre-programmed instructions for each task. The target consumer price is between $20,000 and $30,000. That is less than a pickup truck for a robot that can perform factory work, handle warehouse logistics, and eventually operate as a personal caregiver or household assistant. Musk has publicly stated he believes Optimus will generate more revenue than every Tesla vehicle ever sold combined.
On March 17, 2026, SpaceX crossed a milestone that no company, no government, and no space agency in the history of humanity had ever reached before.
For the first time, more than 10,000 active satellites from a single constellation were simultaneously operational in low Earth orbit. 10,000, all launched by one company, most of them on the same rocket. To understand how insane that number is, in all of human history, from Sputnik in 1957 to the year 2019, every country on Earth combined had launched fewer than 9,000 satellites total. SpaceX alone, in roughly 6 years, built a constellation bigger than everything humanity ever put in space before it existed. And they are not stopping. In 2026 alone, just the first 4 months, SpaceX launched its 1,000th Starlink satellite of the year. That is 1,000 satellites in 120 days. The rocket making this possible is the Falcon 9, the most flown orbital rocket in the history of spaceflight, with over 400 missions completed and a success rate above 99%. The Falcon 9 first stage lands itself back on a drone ship in the ocean after every single launch, is inspected, refueled, and flies again. The same booster has flown 15 times. SpaceX is launching at a cadence that exceeds 100 missions per year, more than any other launch provider on Earth combined. The Starlink constellation already generates an estimated $9 billion in annual revenue. By the end of 2026, SpaceX expects 25 million monthly active users on Starlink globally. And the next generation, Starlink V3, launched by Starship, carries 10 times the capacity of the current satellites. The infrastructure Musk is assembling in orbit is not a communications network.
If you thought this was terrifying, you are not ready for what they found in the video on your screen. Click it right now. The truth is worse than you think.